Hiya.
You're right.
I'm not too bad.
What are you doing here today?
Pardon?
What are you doing here?
Well, first of all, can you identify yourself properly?
Yeah, I can identify myself. I'm PC Notes, attached to Wimbledon Police Station.
And your shoulder number?
You can see my shoulder number.
Well, not everyone can read numbers. That's why I'm asking you to
Can't
identify.
read. Okay, it's 3199. So
No worries. And yourself?
My name's PC Brito and my shoulder number is 2463.
Cool. Thank you very much.
And what are you doing here today?
I'm doing a bit of filming.
Okay. For any particular reason or?
Nope. That's it.
No, just want to film
Yep.
backdates of police station. Are you willing to give us your name or anything like that?
Why would I need to give you my name for?
You don't need to, I'm just asking.
Yeah, I know, but why would I need to?
You don't need to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm asking, would you like to give us your name?
Nope.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
Okay. Where are you from? Do you know?
That's irrelevant.
Pardon?
That's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
Yep.
For what?
Well, why did it matter where I'm from?
It doesn't, I'm just asking.
Okay.
These are just normal questions I'm asking.
Yeah, but if it doesn't matter, then there was no need to ask it.
The encounter begins with the female officer immediately demanding Claude's name. There's no real suspicion, no offense, just an attempt to extract personal details she has no legal right to request. Claude refuses, rightly so. Under UK law, he is not obliged to provide information unless suspected of certain offenses, such as antisocial behavior under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act. That alone should have ended the questioning, yet she persists, shifting tactics. "Where are you from?" she asks, implying relevance where there is none. When Claude challenges her, she brushes it off. These are normal questions. They are not. They are neither investigative nor evidence-based. They are fishing. Nothing about where he lives or who he is affects the simple fact that he is filming legally in public. Her persistence turns a lawful act into harassment.
Under no obligation to give you my name.
Well, at this moment in time, I'm going to detain you for a purpose of search. I'll be searching today under Section 43 of the Terrorism
Okay,
Act.
right. Under Section 43, you need to give me the specific part of Section 43. Don't just give me a number, you need to give me the specific part. And also as well, okay, to do with actually having so-called evidence to use Section 43, you need to make sure that you get this done correctly, and you tell me what site, what actual part of Section 43. No, it will be an unlawful search.
You can make a complaint.
It will be an unlawful
okay?
search.
And if you want to complain
and if you feel that way, you can make a complaint afterwards. But this is what we're going to do here and now. If you have an issue with that,
what is your where is your actual proof of hostile reconnaissance?
we've explained to you.
Where is your proof of that?
At this moment in time, mate,
We don't
I
need
haven't
to-
even gotten to my grounds just yet.
So what is
As I
your
said,
no? You're calling me a terrorist. You're doing
not
it under
calling
the
you a terrorist,
you're
I'm
doing it under the Terrorism Act. Is that or is that not calling me a terrorist? If
Not
you were
at
going to
all.
search me under the Terrorism Act.
After Claude calmly reminds the officers he has no legal duty to give his name, the male officer immediately threatens attention under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000. This is one of the most serious powers in UK law. Allow an officer to stop and search someone only if they reasonably suspect involvement in terrorism. Simply refusing to provide a name is not enough. Claude pushes back, demanding the specific part of Section 43 that justifies the search. The officer cannot provide it. He fails to quote the act, articulate any suspicion, or connect Claude's behavior to terrorism in any way. This matters because the law requires officers to clearly state their grounds before conducting a stop or search. Here, the officer reveals himself as untrained, unprepared, and completely out of his depth. His misuse of power highlights a worrying lack of understanding of serious legal authority.
Please make sure that you quote me the specific part of Section 43 that you're going to do this under.
As I said, you'll be searched today under
No,
Section
you need to make
Section
sure
43
that
of the
you actually
Terrorism
give me
Act.
the specific part
reason
of
being-
Section 43.
The reason being why I'm searching you today, sir, is because you've been quite evasive towards us when we come and
What?
spoken.
Because I don't want to give you my name.
Yes.
Okay. Am I under any legal
fine.
obligation to
You're
give you my
not,
name?
however,
So how is that then? How is that then?
You're not really giving
Well, it's a
us
public building. I'm standing in public. Well, hang on, hang on.
Station filming it.
Is that against the law? What I'm doing is it against the law?
To be searched.
Okay,
You
but
need to be
but you're searching me
suspected,
under the
and we
Terrorism
have
Act.
suspicion
Okay,
to search
so
you.
your reasonable
And we-
suspicion, what is it?
We're going to search you.
Okay, right. Well, we'll go for it. Okay, but it
as
will
I
be.
said.
It's completely unlawful.
Well, then you can make a complaint
You can
afterwards,
make a
can't you?
complaint.
Okay,
fine.
it's completely unlawful.
Okay, make a
and
complaint
abuse of
afterwards.
powers.
If you feel like that,
Okay.
make a complaint afterwards.
Right, because
It's all
I
being
would
recorded.
really,
You're
really want
recording
to
it.
know.
We're
I don't
recording
worry.
it.
Yep. and I will carry on recording.
So you're going to be searched.
That's fine. You'll be searched today.
Okay.
As I said, the grounds being for the search is, because you've not really given us an actual
I don't have to give you my name.
You've been evasive
you've already
towards
said
us.
that it's because I won't give you my name.
You've also been quite obstructive at the moment in time with the search.
Okay.
All right?
The moment Plaud challenges the officer, he dismisses him with, "Make a complaint. This is not accountability. It is arrogance." It reveals the mindset of someone who knows they are acting unlawfully but doesn't care, confident the system will protect them. Such a dismissive attitude exposes a culture where ego comes before law. When pressed for legal grounds, the officer finally admits it is because Plaud hasn't explained why he is there. That admission alone shows how weak the detention really was. Refusing to justify your presence on public land is not suspicious. It is a legal right. Section 43 requires reasonable suspicion of terrorism, yet the officer reduced it to, "You didn't tell me what I want to hear." This is not law. It is guesswork, demonstrating a disturbing abuse of serious powers and a lack of proper training or understanding.
Because I'm questioning the law.
That's fine. And also, the reason why we're searching today is because you've literally the only place that we've actually saw you search or film was the actual back door of a police.
Well, that you've seen.
That's fine.
That you've seen,
which is a bit suspicious, and that's why I'm doing it.
No. What you got to remember, that's your own feelings.
That's fine, sir.
That's your own feelings.
Fine, you're still going to
okay, it's not what the law is.
You'll be detained and you will be searched today under Section 43 of Terrorism Act. All right.
Have you been searched before, sir?
That's irrelevant.
It might be irrelevant.
That's irrelevant. I know, mate, it's a joke. They're searching me because I'm filming. Yeah, I know, mate. Bunch of turds, nothing more.
That's a bit rude.
Well, no, it's not.
We've only been pleasant to you.
No, you're not. You're abusing my legal rights.
I don't think we're abusing.
No, you are. You're abusing your powers. Okay. End of story. You're abusing your powers.
And as we said, if you feel that that's the case, then you can always make.
Don't worry, I will be.
That's fine.
Okay. You couldn't even quote. You could not even quote me the specific part of Section 43. Okay. You could not even quote me the right part of Section 43.
I'll do, sir. I'm going to put this inside your bag, all right?
Yeah, you do need to if you read it correctly and what the law.
Plaud presses the officers. You couldn't even quote the specific part of Section 43. He isn't demanding a technical recital. He is asking for the one sentence that defines the law. Section 43 allows a stop and search only if an officer reasonably suspects someone is involved in terrorism. That standard is a safeguard, and Plaud wanted them to say it out loud. The female officer's response is damning. "We don't need to." That is simply false. Officers are legally required to state both the authority they are using and the specific grounds for its exercise. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000, reinforced by Code A apace, makes this explicit. Brushing it off as unnecessary demonstrates either shocking ignorance or outright disregard for the law, exposing a serious abuse of one of the most powerful stop-and-search powers in the UK.
And how long have you been a police officer?
The number is not the law. The number is not the law.
And how long
it's
have
the
you
wording
been a police
is what
officer
is the law. Well, you definitely don't know your job, do you? Okay? You definitely well and truly do not know your job because all what you're doing is you're abusing powers.
You're getting very angry over nothing.
Yeah, because I'm getting frustrated because of a turd such as you that think that you can search me like this.
That's very rude.
Okay?
We've not actually been rude to you.
Right?
No.
Absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace, the pair of you. Okay? Complete blatant use of powers.
Why are you so against us searching you?
You've abused your power, okay? You said that you got reasonable grounds, okay? As I already stated, okay?
It doesn't.
Now, as I said, now there's that, okay? I would like you to take that, okay? Right, do you know who the MPCC are?
Yes.
Okay, yeah?
I don't think I need that though.
Why not? Why not? Because you're going to find out that... Yes, it is, because you're going to find out from the MPCC, that what you've just done is unlawful. Okay, and it clearly states that. No, it's not, okay? You talk utter crap.
And actually,
you talk utter crap. The both of you, okay? You both took part in the actual... Well, either way, you searched my bag, you're a part of it, okay? You're a part of it, right? And you're both an utter disgrace.
Plaud tries to hand the officers a letter from a National Police Chiefs Council, NPCC, which sets national policing policies and guidance followed by forces across the UK. Simply put, the NPCC directs frontline officers on how the law should be applied in practice. Their guidance isn't optional. It is the framework police are expected to follow. The letter Plod presents is almost certainly the MPCC's guidance on photography and counterterrorism powers. This guidance has been clear for years. Members of the public have a legal right to film in public, and using terrorism legislation to target lawful photography is unlawful. The document isn't some random printout. It is the official position of UK policing, confirming exactly what Plod has been telling the officers throughout the encounter. In essence, he is holding the law itself in his hands, exposing their misuse of serious stop-and-search powers.
To make a complaint if you're...
Oh, don't worry, I do.
Okay, I'm sure you've probably done it before.
Right.
But it's all recorded on our body worn, which will be uploaded.
That's
and once
fine.
you make that complaint, they'll review the body
as I said, okay, make sure that you upload it properly and don't damage it.
Don't damage it?
Yeah.
They're quite hardcore. I don't think they're that easy to damage.
Well, you two definitely ain't hardcore. Okay.
But even if
you two are an absolute joke.
Okay, well, even if the camera does get damaged in any way, you can still make the complaint. Any questions? No? Okay.
Any questions? Why would there be any question for you abusing my rights?
Being kind.
For you, seriously, you're going to try and be kind, considering you just abused my rights?
We haven't.
Yes, you have.
Have a lovely
You're an
day.
absolute joker. Bunch of turds, nothing more. Okay? Absolute bunch of turds.
After finally giving Plod his stop-and-search form, the officers retreated. But the encounter wasn't over. Plod later revealed he'd been offered a £1,500 settlement to drop the case. He refused, standing firm against misconduct and ensuring accountability, proving the importance of upholding legal safeguards.
Couple of quick updates. So first of all, on these two tyrants here, I've had an offer of £1,500, but it's been declined, and that's how it'll be because I want them in court.
Most people would have taken the quick £1,500 settlement, but Plod chose a different path. He wants this case to play out in court, where the officer's conduct can be examined on the full weight of the law. This isn't simply about compensation. It's about accountability. If the case goes all the way, the payout could far exceed the initial offer. Historical claims for unlawful stop-and searches or false imprisonment have resulted in awards ranging from £5,000 to £10,000 or more, depending on the severity of the breach and whether aggravated damages are added. The key difference is clear. A settlement is a private agreement. The force admits nothing, and the incident quietly disappears. A court judgment, by contrast, is public. It puts the officer's failures on the record and ensures a misconduct is exposed, rather than swept under the rug. By rejecting the settlement, Plod is making sure this case does not vanish as another taxpayer-funded payout. If he succeeds in court, it won't just cost the force money. It will stay in the officer's record and create a precedent that could be cited in future cases. This episode also highlights a disturbing lack of training. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000 is one of the most serious stop-and-search powers in UK law. Yet the officers using it couldn't quote the section, couldn't explain the grounds, and clearly did not understand the threshold required. That isn't just a minor error, it's dangerous. When officers are given extraordinary powers without proper knowledge, the result is exactly what Plod experienced. Unlawful detentions disguised as policing. The officer's behavior further demonstrated how quickly ego replaces professionalism when training is insufficient. From fishing questions to dismissing MPCC guidance, their approach was not lawful procedure. It was about controlling the situation by any means necessary. Each time Plod pushed back with the law, their frustration grew until they relied on terrorism powers they could not justify. That spiral wasn't about security. It was about saving face. Plod turned one unlawful stop into a moment of reckoning. These failures weren't small slips. They revealed systemic gaps in training, professionalism, and accountability. Whatever the outcome in court, the force's reputation has already been damaged, and the case stands as a reminder that legal safeguards exist for a reason.